What screams toxic parent? My parents were always extremely strict and controlling. I wasn't allowed to have a phone until I was 16, and even then, they would constantly check it and take it away for the smallest things. I wasn't allowed to have any social media, and they would monitor my internet usage. I wasn't allowed to hang out with friends after school or on weekends, and if I did, they would have to meet the parents first and know exactly where I was at all times. I wasn't allowed to wear certain clothes or makeup, and they would often criticize my appearance. They would also constantly compare me to my older sister, who was the perfect child in their eyes. They would say things like, "Why can't you be more like your sister?" Or, "Your sister would never do something like that." No, they would also use her as an example of what I should be doing with my life. I ended up going to the same college as her and studying the same major, even though it wasn't what I wanted to do. After I graduated, I got a job in the same field as her, and my parents were thrilled. However, I was miserable. I hated the job and the city I was living in, but I felt like I couldn't leave because I didn't want to disappoint my parents. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore and quit my job. I moved to a different city and started working in a completely different field. My parents were furious and said I was throwing my life away. They refused to talk to me for months and said I was no longer welcome in their home.